tricks on them still new.
It's week 5 of the 2022 season, and we've got the Titans' veteran quarterback. He seemed to be everywhere last week with multiple picks and a bunch of tackles. It's the Titans and the Commanders, and it's all up next.
First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Tannehill to the air right off the bat.
He'll check this one down to Michel. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. That one caught downfield. It's Hooper.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 43. Off play action, Tannehill.
This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
Touchdown, Titans. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out come the Commanders to begin their first series, and they'll be led by a 5th-round rookie out of UNC, Sam Howell.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders.
At their 25-yard line.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st down, Howell.
Complete to right.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
From the 16, Howell.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
Wright's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And Howell will throw it. for the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd down, Howell now. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Armani Rogers, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. The numbers a week ago for Michelle. 10 carries, 117 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Another carry for Michelle on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Deron Payne in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. In trouble, and he's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Howell's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Commanders have moved out in front. This time the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now a 1st down carry, it's Michelle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a toss, left side, Michelle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it.
And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here is Washington now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. First down, Howell to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. 3rd and long, here's Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Michel will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Howell down to throw it. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. After the sack on 1st down, Howell. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to move back in front. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Tennessee offense set to go again. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They find some open field here. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And what I really enjoyed about that was so impressive to me is how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Deron Payne. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd down throw for Howell. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Howell. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And this one is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. His throw caught at about the 5. Howell looking to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And some room to work. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Howell. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Howell throwing on first down here. And his throw is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10, Howell. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Another throw for Howell.
And he comes back with 1 complete. Touchdown! Brock Wright, a 20-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's had it working pretty well here in this first half up until that last drive when he put it on the turf, Charles.
So I don't think they want to overreact to that fumble because now you've got a guy that's played so well. You don't want to take him and limit his effectiveness by worrying about it too much. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we saw him next week in meetings. He'd have a football with him at all times.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 31, Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st down, Howell.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. Dodson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. This is caught. It's Woods. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Tannehill.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Tannehill throwing again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, Michel. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. To throw again on 2nd down. Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here's Howell. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill going to the right here and finding Burks. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tannehill. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tannehill throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Tannehill.
That pass taken in by Burks. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown.
Traylon Burks
from 19 yards away.
And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Traylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. 1st down, Howell to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. To throw again on 2nd down.
Howell.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. He will push his way down to about the 14.
2nd and 8.
Michel running up the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Tannehill. This is caught. Touchdown.
Traylon Burks.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans get a bit closer.
Tannehill going to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Howell. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Howell. He'll find Bateman once more. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Howell looking to throw again.
Looking for right, and he finds him.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Howell throwing on 1st down here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jamin Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill, right side complete. That's Woods. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. To Michel on the screen. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back nice plays for Tennessee. Another 1st down for the Titans. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To the air again, Tannehill. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jahan Dotson, the Commanders, set to take over. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their...
Oh, Hal loses it. But it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football. Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. And they're going to speed things up here. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 46, Titans 39. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at the 20. Howell throwing again after the pick six. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Howell, throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. 3rd and 7.
Back to throw, Howell. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's Howell with another throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Howell. And he fires one incomplete. De'Ami Brown, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be. And that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, Howell. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. And once more, Howell back to the air. Pass complete as Akama with it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Brock Wright, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders might be headed to the win column for the 1st time this season as they add on to their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Titans now just about ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery. Howell. Touchdown, Washington. Eric Ezukama with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. There he goes, right side. And it's a Titans touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 81 yards. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And incomplete on the deep ball. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Another throw for Howell. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 4th down. Howell. That is caught at the 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Howell from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Howell looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell, he's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Eric Ezukama with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Rashad Bateman, 33 yards. yards. And the Commanders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On first down, Tannehill. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd and 10. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. That's out to his running back, Michel. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Again, Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. That pass taken in by Burks. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One last throw here for Tannehill. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the